Hello, hello. Just checking if you guys can hear me. Let me know in the chat, guys. If you're able to hear me and see me, let me know in the chat, guys. Just checking if you are able to. Yeah, just checking if the audio and video, the visual is good. Let me know, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Okay, yes, hi. All right, good to see you guys. Just let me know in the chat if you're able to hear me and see me. Just want to make sure that everything's good before we get started, because today I'm going to be sharing with you guys, right, some analysis about the markets, all right, and also we're going to be looking at some potential trades if they are. Okay, so the good news is that we actually have no news today, so this is actually a very, very good time for us to trade. Okay, all good. Yes, yes. I see you can see. Yeah, I see you are able to see me. Hi, Julian. Yes, can hear and can see and hear good. Okay, fantastic. All right. So for those of you who don't know me, guys, my name is Julian. So happy to be able to see so many of you guys right here. We have about almost 100 people that is here live, right? And I just want to make sure that you guys get a lot of value for today's session, right? Because you guys could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here. So again, thank you so much for it. Right. So again, my name is Julian, and I'm actually a prop firm trader. I'm also I would say a forex mentor with my group Genesis Pips Premium. So today, what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be heading to the markets to look and see, right, what are some of the opportunities that are available out there. Okay, so before we start, guys, if you are able to let me know in the chat, guys, where are you watching this from? That would be great. All right, if you're watching this from YouTube, because we are doing streaming it, to a few platforms. So whichever platform that you're watching on, let me know. Right, is it from YouTube? Just type in YT. If it is from Facebook, type in Facebook. Right, if it is from, I don't know, whatever other channel, just let me know in the chat. Supreme Leader, 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. Okay. Fun fact, I'm actually half Korean. Because my name is actually Yong Kim Yong. Okay. So I'm actually half Korean. Okay. YouTube. Somebody from YouTube. Fantastic. Anyone from Facebook? Okay. Seems like majority are from YouTube. YouTube. Okay, great. Oh my god. What is it? Oh my god. Okay, YouTube. Seems like a lot of you guys are from YouTube. Fantastic. Good to see all those from YouTube. Okay. So let me just quickly go and share my screen right here. Okay, if you are able to see my screen, okay, my the charts, okay, just let me know in the chat. Just type in C for charts. If you can see the charts, just type in C for charts, so I know that everything is all good. Okay, let me know in the chat. Okay, type in C for charts so that I know everything is all good. Okay, I think this background a bit ugly now. We just remove it. Okay. Great. Okay, see. Okay, fantastic. All right. So, guys, quick question. Okay, before I even start to analyze the chart, I want you guys to let me know in the chat. What do you think is happening to gold? Do you think gold is going up, or do you think gold is going down? Let me know in the chat, guys. Up, U for up, D for down. What do you guys think? Up or down? Let me know in the chat. U for up, D for down. What do you guys think? Come. So for as we're doing this streaming, right? Also, I do understand that there's some delay. So if I happen to repeat myself a couple of times, right? Just do know that it's because there is some delay happening in the stream. So I see your replies a little bit later. Okay. All right. Okay, come. Then say up. Okay. How about the rest of you guys? What do you guys think? Up or down? All right. Just looking at this chart right here. What do you guys think? Sideways. Brandon says sideways. Okay. All right. So a lot of you guys say up. Mary say up. Desmond say sideways now. Okay. Chilin say down. Okay. Range bound. Okay. So if good answers. Okay. So let's have a look. All right. So on the weekly. All right. So this is how I do my analysis. All right. For those of you who are new. Okay. Before I also continue, just want to check how many of you guys here completely new to forex, like complete like beginners. Okay, if you are beginner, type in B for beginner. Okay, if you are a little bit more experienced, I would say just type in E for a little bit experience. I would say if you have 0 to 2 years, probably you call yourself a beginner. All right, if you have more than 3 years experience, I mean, as in you have been doing forex trading for 3 years and more, you can consider yourself as experienced. So type in E for experience. Just want to make sure that I understand who's watching here, so that I can also tailor this session to help you guys a little bit. Because after all, why am I sharing this? Is for you guys. For all of you guys. Okay, just want to make sure that you guys get to learn something, get some value from the session as well. Okay, so if I see more beginners, more people, those of you who are newer to this, I may go a little bit slower. All right, and I may try to explain a little bit more. All right, so just let me know. B for beginner, okay. E for experience. Okay. Seems like we have a mixture. Seems like we have a mixture of both beginner and also experience. But seems like there's more beginner. B. All right, a lot of B here. Okay. Anyone else comes? All right. So we have truly organics is a little bit more experience. Okay. Very good. Okay. Let me. B beginner. Okay, a lot of beginner. Okay. Trade other instrument count. Like what instrument? If you talking about stocks, for this round we are talking about more forex. So if you trade others, I wouldn't consider. So let's refer to forex. Are you beginner with forex or not? Okay. Options or trade options. Okay. Yeah. So we consider let's talk about forex. So in the context of forex, are you a beginner or are you experienced? Yeah. Okay, beginner. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so since you are beginner, let me explain how I normally look at the charts. So I will normally look at it from a bigger time frame perspective. I call this the let's see if I can draw. Okay, let me write down here. Okay, I call this the daddy time frame. Okay, daddy time frame. Okay, what is the daddy time frame? Okay, let me try and make it bigger for you guys. 32. Okay. Okay, daddy time frame. So this is how I analyze. I always start off with the bigger time frame. So bigger time frame would mean, for example, the monthly, okay, the weekly, or the daily. Right, this is the bigger time frame. The bigger time frame or the daddy time frame, because usually the daddy determines the direction of the, the direction of the of where the particular asset class is going, right? So this, what it means is that it determines the direction. So if I want to see where the direction is going, I will normally look at the monthly, weekly, or daily. Okay. And then when I want to look for my setup, all right, I will look at it from the mommy time frame. Okay, what is mommy time frame? Mommy time frame, this is where I look for setup. I will use H4, H1, or M30, right? The smaller time frame setups. Okay. And for the baby time frame, okay, baby time frame, this is where I look for precise entry. All right. So what is the baby time frame? Baby time frame would be M15, M5, and even M1. All right. So this is yeah, I would say day trading on Forex, right? Because all our entries usually we close within the day. All right. Sometimes within a few hours we will be able to close it already. All right. So when we look at these these three different time frames, right? The mommy time frame will usually listen to the daddy time frame because the daddy time frame is the bigger one. All right. So if you are trading, you don't want to just look at only like M30. Some people always trade in the smaller time frame. Let's say they trade M15 only. Then they realize that, hey, why the setup are always break, right? The setup fail because these smaller time frame setups will respect the bigger time frame. All right. M15, M5, M1 will respect the mommy time frame and also the daddy time frame. Right. The mommy time frame will also respect the daddy time frame. So you need to look at multiple time frames. So this is what I call by multiple time frame. Right. You have to look at all the different time frame. You cannot just stick particularly into one. Of course, if you're trading, if you are doing like stocks, then you just look at daily, right? But if you're looking at Forex from the Forex perspective, you have to use many different time frames. Okay, so this part clear or not? If clear, type in C for clear in the chat. All right, this part here understand, okay. If clear, just type in C for clear, so that I know and we can proceed on. Okay, can guys type in C for clear. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the analysis. Right, so if you look at the monthly, okay guys, let's look at the monthly. Can you tell me what is the direction of gold? Is it up or is it down? Monthly, this is monthly. Up or down, guys? What do you guys think? Come, up or down? U or D? Okay, when I say, just for the sake of the beginners, if you guys are totally new here, what does it mean by monthly time frame? All these candles here are basically representing 1 month. Okay, if I go to the weekly time frame, each candlestick here represent 1 week. Okay, so this one here represents 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Right, so this one is July, our current month. This one was the previous month, which is June. This one was May, right? This is April, right? So you can see each one represent 1 month, right? If you look at this, what do you guys think? Up, all right? A lot of you guys say up, all right? But you can see here, yes, it's true, it's up, all right? But you can see that recent months, May and June, right? Can you see that this actually forms like a kind of like a doji? Okay, if you don't know what's a doji candle, right? It's basically kind of like this, like a cross like that, right? This actually shows that there is indecision in the market. All right, which means that the buyers and the sellers are almost equal, right? They're trying to fight. All right, the buyers are trying to push the price up, seller is trying to push the price down. But then at the end of the day, okay, the whole month, okay, back and forth, end up indecision. Okay, can you see that? Right? That was what happened in May. Okay, in June, can you see also something similar that happened? Can you see this, guys? Right, in June also, okay, ended up with, okay, this one's slightly a little bit more bullish, okay, but I will still consider it as somewhat of a doji. Okay, so it is still showing indecision, all right, showing that actually we don't know who's really the winner, right? Whether is it really up or down, okay? And then this month, of course, this month is just starting, right? Today is just the 7th of July, so we don't really know yet. But you can see right now, as of now, it's still like indecisive as well, okay? So to be honest, the monthly is a little bit confusing, right? Because it's like we're not sure where is it going. Now, if you look at the weekly, okay, now if I look at the weekly, guys, can you tell me what do you guys think? Up or down for weekly? Weekly up or down? For weekly, U for up, D for down. Let me know. Let me know. Come, let me know, guys. U for up, D for down. Kangaroo. What I mean kangaroo? Kangaroo means up, down, is it? Okay, U. Okay, how about the rest? Come. Sideways lay. Okay, U up. All right, so we see, we have a look. How do you know whether it's going on or not? Okay, basically very simple. If we want to look for uptrend, we need to look for a series of what? We need to look for this one, right? We need to look for higher high, higher low, correct? This one is HH. Okay, higher high. This one is higher low. All right, higher high, higher low. Correct? Higher high, higher low. This is what we call as what? This is what we call as uptrend, correct? Uptrend. Okay. For downtrend is the opposite. All right, we are looking for a series of lower high and lower low. Lower low. LL, lower low. Okay. Okay, I think we can do a little bit more. Lower high, lower low. Okay, lower high, lower low. So this one tells us that this is what? This is a down trend. Correct? Lower high, lower low. Okay. So this basically, let's see if I can draw. Okay, so basically this high here is lower than this high, correct? Okay, this low here is lower than this low. All right, so that's why this is called a lower high and lower low, correct? So that's why it's downtrend. Okay, so if you look back at this, okay, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Okay, so you can see here, this is going up, higher high, higher low, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, correct? Is it correct, guys? Yeah, this one a bit lower. Okay. Can you see, guys? What do you guys think? This one seems like actually going up for weekly. Correct? So weekly show going up. So now which one is it? Is it up or down? Or is it very still undecisive? Okay, so weekly, for me, what I see is actually it's still got potential to go up. Currently, maybe it's doing a retracement. All right. If you look at now daily, okay, so daily, this daily, okay, what do you guys see? What do you guys see? This from daily perspective. What do you guys see? Up or down? What do you guys see? Daily perspective. Up. Some of you guys say up. Anyone say down? This is from daily perspective. Okay, Michael say down. Okay. Consolidation. Consolidation means up or down? Or you're saying that it is sideways? Okay, it's either up, down, or sideways. That's it. Triangle. What do you mean triangle? It's only up or down, or sideways, no triangle. Direction only got up, down, sideways. Okay, there's no, what's the direction? Triangle. No such direction, guys. No such direction. It's only up, down, sideways. Okay, some of you say down, some of you say sideways. Okay, we see. Okay, so if I were to look at this, right, you see, this is going up, correct? Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. So over here, what happened is that this was at this point here, okay, this is not higher high, right? This level here is around the same, correct? Correct. So at this point here, this was if you read like candlestick pattern or chart pattern, right, this is like a double top, okay? So it's actually this one created a lower low, right? So this one is equal, okay, equal high, equal high. And then after that, this one here created a lower low, correct? This low, this low here, okay, let's see, I can draw for you. Draw brush. Okay, I add this brush here. Okay, this low here, okay, this low here, lower than this low, correct? All right, so this is a lower low. So at this point, as at this point here, okay, it was showing down. But what happened after that? Right? What happened after that? The market shifted a little bit. So over here, started to create, this was actually a lower high, right? But then after that, this one created a higher low. Then created a higher high, higher low, higher high. Can you see that? Okay, so if I were to mark this one is higher low, right? Because this low is, this low here is higher than this low, correct? So this higher low, okay? This, where's the high? This one is actually lower high. I consider it's lower high because this high is lower than this high, all right? But after that, this one here created a higher high, higher low. Yeah, very ugly. Wait, I do again. Because a bit difficult to write. Okay, higher low. All right, and then what happened? Here, now created a higher high. All right, so at this point here, market change. At this point here, market change suddenly look like it's going up. All right, this high also is higher than this high previously. All right, the previous all-time high here. So it became bullish. The market looked bullish. All right, as at this point here. Then what happened after that? Okay, what happened after that? Let's clear this first. Okay, let's clear this. Okay, what happened after that? Market decided to have a shift in structure. So over here, all right, you can see that it started to go down. This low here, okay, actually we can consider this whole thing as a low. All right, this low here became lower. Lower low. This low here became lower than the previous low, right? Lower than this low, right? So that's why this is a lower low. And then this created a higher, lower high. This is a lower high. Lower high. All right. And then now it's deciding whether you want to form a lower low or not. Okay. If you form a lower low, that means it go down even more. Right? Forming a lower low, that means the low must be lower than this low. Right? The low must be lower than this low. If it form a lower low, then we know that it is going down. Right? So from this, it actually shows you that actually market is very dynamic. Right? It doesn't like only go in one straight line. It go up and down. Right? And every time then when there's a break in structure, then we know that there's probably a change of direction. Right? Doesn't mean that now it's higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It will keep on going up. Right? You can see here midway it can also change one. Right? So higher high, higher low, suddenly go to lower low. Right? Then suddenly change right direction again, go up again. Right? Then go down again. So as traders, we need to be flexible. Everyone type in the chat, flexible. Right? Or type in F for flexible. Okay. You react according to what the market gives you. All right. If the market say look like you want to go down, okay, then you follow the market. All right. Cannot be, die, you go and go against the market. Right? We have to be flexible when it comes to trading. Right? Therefore, you also want to make sure that you trade with confirmation. You want to make sure that you enter not by guessing. Okay, we don't have guesswork one. If he's guessing, this is what is called as what? If it's guessing, guys, what is this called? This is called as gambling. Okay, we don't do this. Okay, we don't do gambling. Right? We trade with knowledge. All right, we trade with reason. Okay, every time we want to enter something, make sure that there is reasoning why you enter, not just like, hey, I think it will go up. I think this, I think that. Thinking is not a good reason. Okay, I think you may go down. Right? All right. So we follow the direction of the market. So far, clear or not, guys? If clear, understand, type in you for understand. Okay. If clear, type in you for understand. I just want to make sure that everyone okay before we move on to the next thing. All right. Okay. So going back to this direction, market direction, how do we know that there's going to be a change of structure? All right. There's going to be a change of direction. All right. For example, market suddenly going uptrend. Correct. Okay. Market suddenly go uptrend. How do we know that suddenly uptrend will change to downtrend? How do we know? Higher low, higher high. Okay. Oops. Come, let me know, guys. How do we know that from a what do you call that? From a trend going upwards, how do we know suddenly that the market is going to change direction? How do we know, guys? Lower high forms. No, not lower high forms. How do we know? Okay, now like this, right? Market going upwards, right? How do we know that suddenly it's going to change to downtrend? How do we know? M or W formation? W, that means double top or double bottom formation. Yes and no. All right. Sometimes it doesn't really show you direct. I mean, of course, if you see the smaller time frame, yes, you can see that. Okay. But it break the higher low exactly. All right. So this what we call as a break of structure. All right. So you see, in order for it to change direction, it cannot just suddenly anyhow just change direction. It have to break the structure. So in this case, right, this is still a higher high, correct? Okay, it's still a higher high. But if it wants to go downtrend, this structure over here have to break. Let me draw for you. Yeah, here. This structure here have to break. Okay. Okay. I change this to red color so that you can see. Oops. Wait. No, change it to red color. Okay. Okay. I put it thicker a bit. Let me put it. Okay. This one here. All right. They have to be what we call as a break of structure. Okay. So basically, there is a change from higher high instead of creating a higher low. All right. Instead of taking a higher low, it's supposed to be like that. Okay. But now it is creating a lower low. It create a lower low, meaning that this low here is lower than this low. Right? This is only the first step when it comes to change of direction. This break of structure must happen first. Right? When we see a lower low, does it mean that immediately it will become a downtrend? What do you guys think? If it create a lower low, does it mean immediately it will become downtrend? Yes or no? What do you guys think? Yes or no? When you see this lower low is created, does it mean that immediately it is downtrend? No, right? It's not, right? Okay, very good. Okay, yeah. Viju say no. Okay, Jess say no. Okay, very good. Okay, Chili say no. Okay, right. This is only step number one. Okay, you have to then create a what? What does he have to create? You have to create a lower high. That is the next step. Step number two, you have to create a lower high. This high, okay, this high must be lower than this high over here, right? Is there a possibility, let me ask you, is there a possibility that the market suddenly, wait, let me go back first. Is there a possibility suddenly, right, instead of lower high, the market suddenly go up like that? Is it possible? Is it possible? Yes, right? It's possible, right? Because suddenly lower low is created doesn't mean that next one will be lower high. Suddenly, what happens if market suddenly breaks out, right? Creating a higher high again. So does this show you that it's downtrend now? Right? Does when a higher high is created, does it show that it's downtrend now? No, it's no longer a downtrend. It is still remaining as a uptrend, right? Because higher high is created. Understand now, guys? All right. So we must always, wait. We have to be patient. We have to wait and see what is the structure like. So in this case, if it create a higher low, all right, as what I mentioned just now. Sorry, this is a lower high. Lower high. Okay. Lower high. All right, and then it create another lower low. And then after that, create again another lower high. Then we know that, okay, this one, like just now someone say, steady won't beat. If it break two, create two higher low, okay, or lower high, right? Okay, then it's better. All right, exactly. So you want to look at the structure and see. All right, in this case, then it's very, very clear that this is a downtrend. Okay, I didn't really draw properly, but you guys understand. Okay. So far, guys, I'm teaching you guys market structure. This is what requires market structure. So far, understand not? Market structure. So far, understand not? If understand, type in U for understand. Simple, right? Okay, simple or not? Actually, our trading very simple only one. Right, simple, understand. Understand, type in U for understand. Great. Guys, so far, valuable or not this session? You guys learning something or not? I mean, before I continue on, let me ask you guys, is this valuable? Are you guys learning something so far? Let me know in the chat. Which time frame? Any time frame. You see this happening even at M1, right? Because for it to go up, you have to start from the lower time frame first. All right, you have to start from M1 first before you go to M5, M15, M30, whatever. All right, you will see this even in the lower time frame. Okay, so okay, later I can show you also. Okay, so let me just delete all this first. Clear all these things, if not too messy. Okay, give me a second. Let me remove everything. Okay, so coming back to this. All right. So currently, what we see is that it seems like it is creating a lower high, lower low, correct? Okay, currently lower low haven't created yet. Now it's still here, right? But a lower high has already been created. So there is possibility that it will go down lower. So that's the reason why for today, right, I was mainly focusing on sell. All right, I was mainly focusing on sell. So far, this is market direction. Understand? Clear? So you want to make sure that you use the bigger time frame to see what is the overall direction first. All right, before you make a decision. Yes, monthly is okay, a bit uncertain. Daily seems to be up, but then weekly seems to be up, but then daily like still showing bearish a bit. So then for now, I will focus on bearish, right? Before and once I see a change in structure, then I will start to buy, right? But for now, right, I was looking at more sells. That's why you can see here, right? From this morning when market opened, all right, it went all the way down, correct? It went all the way down. Okay. So question is that where will it go until? All right, where will it go until? So yeah. So far, any questions? Any questions? Okay, if you've got questions, feel free to ask in the chat as well, right? So that I can actually answer along the way, so that you don't get confused as well. Okay, if you got any confusion whatsoever, just ask me here lah. Okay, that's the reason why I'm doing this live, to help you guys, ma. All right, so ask me as well. Okay, so I want to show you guys, all right, how this afternoon we actually caught a 160 pip sell. You guys want to see it or not? You guys want to see it or not? How we actually caught a 160 pips sell, right, in just one trade. You guys want to see? Let me know in the chat. Just say yes if you want. You guys want to see it or not? Let me know in the chat. Demio mangosteen. You should know lah. Okay, I show you guys. Okay, so this one is actually my premium group lah, but I just show you guys a little bit lah. Okay, show you guys a bit lah. This one here, this person here made about $407. 470 is Forest. This one, Kim, right? $889. And Kim actually just joined us only lah, okay? But it's quite amazing because she's actually a single mother, right? Today itself she made about $800. This Douglas also just joined in last week, right? Today made about almost $100. Chin Ling here made about $100 as well. Okay, so I want to show you guys how we got this setup. Okay, besides just showing you how much they made, I want to show you the setup also. Give me a second. Let me go to the trades here. Okay, so just to show you, this was the setup that we actually took. You can see here 160 pips down. Okay, you guys want to know how we found this trade or not? All right, you guys want to know or not? You guys want to know? Yes. Okay, very simple. I show you guys. All right, so if you have been following me for some time, okay, I trade very, very simple setups. All right, I show you one of the setup that I trade. Okay, I'm basically just looking for this pattern. Okay, so basically what I'm looking for is a resistance. Okay, let me change color. Make it easier for you guys to see. Okay, I write it instead. Okay, R. I'm looking for a resistance, okay, that is able to break past two supports. Support 1 and support 2. Okay, what is it now? Support 1 and support 2. Oops. S2. Okay, let me ask you guys, if a resistance is able to break past, right, push the volume past support 1 and support 2, right, break past 2 support, is this a strong resistance? Yes or no? Is it a strong resistance? All right, what do you think causes it to have so much volume so that it can break past 2 support? What do you guys think? What do you think causes it to have so much volume that it can break past these 2 support? Strong, right? Right. What do you think? What do you think causes it to have so much volume that it can break past these 2 support? Let me know, guys. What do you think? Higher time frame? Market makers, is it what you're saying? All right. Market makers, exactly, right? So we have market makers, right? We have the institutions that are pushing the price down. All right, that's the reason why it's able to have enough volume, because these market makers, right, these institutions, they are, right, trading in tens of millions to hundreds of millions. All right, you and I, we are traders, right, which are what we call as the retail trader. We are just small fry. All right, we don't have enough buying or selling power to move the markets. Does it make sense? Right, we have no push buying or selling power, right? We have no control over the market, right? We don't move the markets. So what is happening is that when the market makers are pushing the price down, selling, right? What happens is that we don't want to go against the market. We just want to follow what the market is doing, right? My seafood always say, follow the dragon, right? Don't go against the dragon, all right? So what we want to do, we wait at the same area, okay, where the resistance is. All right, we wait at this area because there are actually a lot of sell orders still over here, which is uncollected. Right? How market price move is because of orders, right? Market orders, whether is it sell or buy, right? So whenever there is a lot of sell orders here, all right, market will move and is attracted to those orders. So they will go and collect all these orders, right, before making its way down. So that is the reason why we just wait at the resistance. Okay, we don't sell at here, we don't sell over here, we wait at the resistance, because this is where market is going to collect all these orders and then it will go all the way down. So far, this part understand or not? So far, this part understand or not? Understand? Type in U. U for understand. So I'll show you how I use this idea, all right, and look for setups. Okay? Understand? Okay. Bonus question. Okay. What time frame do I use to look for this setup? What is the time frame? You guys remember? Just now we talk about direction, right? Okay, we talk about the daddy time frame, mommy time frame, all this kind of thing. What is the time frame that I use to look for this setup? What's the time frame? Let me know in the chat, guys. Okay. H4, H1, M30. Exactly. You guys are right. Okay. So we look for it at H4, H1, and M30. All right. Simple. We look for this. I call this RSS. RSS. Okay. RSS cell. Okay. So I use this, right, on H4, H1, M30. Okay. So you guys clear? Don't later ask me, hey, what time frame do you use for this setup? Okay. I already mentioned here. H4, H1, M30. So let's look and see how we get this setup for today. All right. So if you look over here, okay, let me mark for you guys. Okay. Over here. Can you guys see? All right. That there was a RSS here. I'm not sure whether you guys can see it or not. Okay. What I'm looking out for is basically resistance. Okay. Break, support 1. Okay. And where's support 2? Is this support 2? No. Okay. This is not support 2. Why? Because this and this is around the same level. All right. In fact, this wick here is lower than this. So I only consider this as support 1. Right. So if you want to see where is support 2, you have to go all the way to the left here. Support 2 is actually over here. All right. So if I were to do like that, maybe it's easier for you guys to see. All right. So this is support 1, which is over here. This one here. Okay. And this is support 2. All right. This is support 2. Creating a low, new support at the bottom here. New support, NS. Okay. So what do I do? Again, I wait for it to go back to the resistance. Where is the resistance? Over here. All right. Can you see here? Price actually went into the resistance. Okay, yeah. Price come down. Price come down here. All right. Went into the resistance here. Can you see? This is the resistance, right? Price went to resistance here. Went all the way down. Yeah. Do again. Don't know why suddenly it disappeared. Okay, do again. I draw again for you guys. Suddenly everything disappeared. Okay. Price come down. Go back up into the resistance, right? This is where we enter our sell. And then price went all the way down. Can you guys see? Can you guys see? Can you see or not? All right, price went all the way down. How much was this? All right, we enter around here. Price went down all the way here. 160 pips. Can you guys see? This was the same entry that we took. 160 pips. Can you guys see? 160 pips. All right. If you enter one lot, for example, okay, if you enter one lot, if you enter one lot, and I'll put this bigger a bit. Okay, one lot. Price moving 160 pips. Okay, how much will you make? You will make $1,600. Okay, if you did enter one lot, let's just say you enter 0.5. All right, you wait until 460 pips. All right, you will make about $800. Guys, let me ask you, about roughly $1,000 a trade, is it enough for you or not? Is it enough for you guys? Just one trade only. Is it enough? Enough to eat or not, guys? Hey guys, let me know in the chat. Enough or not? Enough money for you guys or not? Okay, let's just say you're not so greedy. You don't wait until 160 pips. 100 pips you close. Okay? You enter one lot. Okay, 100 pips. All right, this one give you 1,000 in one trade. Enough or not, guys? In one trade. How long did this take? You see, this is H1. Okay, price collected the order when it came out here, right? This 1 hour, 2 hour. In 2 hours, $1,000. Enough or not, guys? Enough, right? Qing enough, but Qing go and close so early. How? Okay, right? Qing close very early, but it's okay because for her, she want to hit her daily target. Right? It's fine, totally fine. If you have a daily target that you want to hit, you hit it already. Don't overtrade. Good. Okay, good. This is a good thing. All right, a lot of people, a lot of traders, they get greedy. Then after that, they overtrade, then they lose everything. Okay, so to be honest, all right, there's actually a lot of psychology that comes into play when it comes to trading as well. A lot of emotions that comes into play, and the thing that causes a lot of traders to lose money is because of the emotions. Right? If you don't manage the emotions, then that's how you lose the money. All right, so I show you. This was the trade that I took. Okay, the same trade I took. You see, guys, $1,000. My profit today. Okay, never hide anything from you. Okay, so there you go, guys. Right, simple trade, simple setup. Okay, easy money. Okay, any questions about this so far, guys? How much money must we have? Okay, you see, how much money must we have as this is hourly chart? Along the way, price can go up and down. Did price go up and down? Let me ask you in this case. I show you. Okay, I did it. Remove everything. Right, you see. When was the entry? The entry was this one, right? H1, right? This was the entry one over here. Okay. I show you. I told exactly what's the entry. You see, at that time, when I was doing this, I was driving some more. See, I show you guys. I marked this area. All right. I say I try to sell here. I'm driving now. Okay. So I already marked this area. Okay, until 3313. Okay, let's go back to the chart. All right, so around here until 3313, around here okay, roughly okay. How long did the price go up and down? All right, you see when did it enter collect our order? All right, over here, when price came back into the resistance, right? If I go to smaller time frame, you will immediately see, right? Where did price go back into the go and collect the order? Around here. Right? What happened after that? Price go up and down just a bit only. And then straight boom, went all the way down already. Can you guys see? All right. Did it really go up and down a lot? Not really. Not really. Right? All in all, it was, I would say, let's just say the entry was here, 4:30. Do you see that? 7th July, 4:30. Okay, roughly 4:30. Okay. What was the time that you can TP? You can collect your profit. Right? You can collect your profit around here already. 6:30. 2 hours only. Did it really go up and down? No. There was hardly any floating. right? Hardly any floating loss. It didn't even like go up here. It's still within the zone. Can you see that? Right? It even break past this zone here, and then straight away, pop, went down already. All right. So of course, you need to use based on. I mean, the risk management is based on your own entry, right? So to answer your question here again, right, you don't have to wait very long because we already know that our entry here is because, right, there is a big movement. I didn't straight away anyhow enter this one. I wait for a breakout to happen. So over here, the breakout actually happened over here. You can see? If you see in H1, you can see the breakout happened over here. Right? This was the big movement coming down here. Right? Let me draw for you. This was from here, price breakout here. Right? So I wait for the entry when it went back there. All right? Understand so far? All right, can you show another example? For sure, Hassan, let's show another example. Okay, I clear the drawing and then I show you another example. Guys, so far learning something or not? You guys learning something so far or not? Okay, I show you another example. Very, very simple one again. Okay, same thing, same exact thing. I show another cell. Okay, here. Can you guys see here? All right. Where is the valid entry for the box? Basically, actually is from R until S1. That's the valid entry. So if you see here, so that's what those of you who say that never enter the R because your entry is always too high. Right? Valid entry is always R until the S1. That's where you mark the box. So where's the S1? This is S1. Okay, S1. And then S2 over here. All right, form a new support around here. Can you see this? Same or not, guys? Resistance, breakthrough, pump. Right? You break through. I draw for you. Yeah. Same, right? Resistance, breakthrough, pump, breakthrough, support 1. Support 1, support 2. Right? Resistance, this is the resistance, right? Resistance, breakthrough, support 1, support 2. We will pay at the resistance. So, valid area is from here. Okay? You see a price came here, take this, straight away went down. Pom. Went all the way down. Can you see now, guys? Right? It went all the way down here. So this is another example of RSS. This is H1. Right? You can find this even in H4, even in M30 as well. Okay, let's look for some more examples. Let me clear it again. I show you another example. Okay, now guys, another example. This time, let's look at. You want to look at buy or not? Okay, buy. I show you. Buy is opposite. Buy is like that. Okay, opposite. Basically, support, breakthrough, resistance 1, breakthrough, resistance 2, R2, form a new resistance. New resistance. Okay, buy. So buy, we wait for price to come back to the support area. Okay, and then we buy. Okay, so we go through an example. Okay, over here got one. Okay, so I give you a hint. If you cannot see, you can always go to line chart. Can you guys see? Line chart. Okay, and if you cannot see, you go look for this big movement. All right, you can see what we want to look for is we want to look for big movement here. All right, big movement. Okay, so I show you an example. Support, breakthrough, resistance 1. All right, breakthrough, resistance 2. This is second resistance. Okay, form a new resistance on top here. Okay, where do we buy? You can buy at the support. All right, buy at the support. You can see a price coming down to the support. Can you see here? This is a touch and go. Now, if you cannot see, this is on H4, by the way. Cannot see, we go lower time frame. I show you. Let's just say we go to M5. for you to see in closer detail, right? In the lower time frame, how does it actually look like? Can you see here? Can you see that price actually came here, touch the zone, and then it fly? How much did it fly? Can you see here? How much did it fly? Around 200 pips. Can you see that? 3383, right? Fly until 3405. Can you see or not? Okay, I make this bigger a bit. Can you see, right? 3383, fly until 3405. Same thing, buy. Right? Let's just say you don't want to be so greedy lah. Okay, you don't aim for 200 pips lah. Okay, you aim for 100 pips, can or not? Let's just say you didn't enter at the bottom here. You enter higher up a bit. Let's just say you enter here. 100 pips cannot. For sure can, you see? Right? 100 pips. Okay, let's just say your account smaller size a bit. Smaller size. Let's just say you have a 10K account. Example, 10K account. And then you enter, let's just say you enter 0.1. Okay, 100 pips times 100 pips. Okay, so if 0.1 move 10 pips, that's $10. All right, if you move 100 pips, that's $100. There you go. This one trade, $100. Can or not? Right, and you see this $100 is how many percent out of your 10,000? How many percent? It's just 1% only, you guys. Right, this is a very, very manageable risk that you are having. Good, guys. Is this valuable? Are you guys learning something so far? Are you guys learning something so far? Can same S2, S1, S2 use again in next setup? I mean, as long as it break 2 resistance or break 2 support, right? Then yes lah. I mean, I need to see example, then only I can tell you lah. Michelle. Now I don't have an example, so it'll be hard for me to tell you. How do you determine the width of the zone? Just like I mentioned, all right, actually valid area is from, let's just say you're talking about resistance, so R1 until the support. That's valid area. Or if you're selling, resistance until support 1, that's the valid area. But sometimes if the zone too big, then you try to smaller a bit lah. So it depends on the situation as well. All right, like just now the example I gave you, H1, the zone, it wasn't very big. The zone H1 here was actually quite small only. I think it was around like this. I think just now I gave what, 3313 until 330, 3310 or something. About 30 pips, 40 pips only, very small only. All right, very small area. Okay, how do you know where to TP? You can TP, I mean, if you want to keep it simple, 50 pips, 100 pips, TP. Right, like just now you went 160 pips, right? So if you want to keep it simple, right, move more of 50 pips, you can take profit already, or move more of 100 pips, take profit. Right, if let's say you move more of 50 pips, right, you enter 0.5 lot, 50 pips is already how much? $250 already. Not enough, man. Okay. Claudia asks, must all 3 time frame have the same setup to take the trade? No, no need. You just see the setup in any of these, H1, H4, M30, right? Then you can enter. All right. Of course, if you see in H4 and H1, same area as well, okay, then it's even better. There's the confluence, right? It's a confluence that, okay, this area, is a stronger reason for entry, because you see that there is probably H4 and H1 SR or RSS. So it gives you a stronger reason. Recommended risk to reward. If you keep it simple, 1:1 is already good enough already. All right, to keep it simple, 1:1 good enough already. Okay, is current zone again RSS for sell? Okay, good question. All right, so currently this area here, I consider it as not a fresh area. So good question. Right, I consider it as not fresh because why? It has already been tested multiple times. You can see, this is actually a resistance, correct? All right, so currently here, it tried to break. First time, it cannot break, so that's why it go down. This is the second time. It tried to break, right? Don't know whether it will break through or not. All right, so I consider this as a little bit higher risk. Okay, so if you want to enter, yes, actually you can enter. But second entry, this is considered as second entry. Okay, second entry, slightly high, second entry. Okay, slightly higher risk. You want to enter now, you can. Doesn't mean cannot. Okay, just a little bit higher risk. So I would recommend if you want to enter, you use a smaller lot. You want to test it out, maybe use 0.05 or whatever, smaller entry. All right. Now, how do you know whether the setup is invalid? Okay, setup is invalid when, okay, let me remove this first. Setup is invalid when the structure breaks. Remember just now we learned, right? Break of structure, correct? So as of now, this is still a, right, respecting the structure, correct? It's still respecting the structure. Oops. Right, but what happens if this suddenly forms a higher high, higher low? So when you form a higher high, right, this already breaks the structure. So we know that price would most likely want to go up higher. Okay, hey guys, you got enter or not? Now going down already. Okay, if you enter and you make money, guys, please go and share in the Telegram as well. Okay, share that you make money. Okay, just now I say you can enter, right? But I just say higher risk. Okay, so how will you know whether it is invalid when this area here breaks? If it close above, then consider as break. So where will I set my stop loss? I will probably set it maybe here. I want set it higher, be like 3361.5. Maybe you can consider that. Right? All right. So if it breaks this, then we consider as failed. But as of now, it still respect, haven't break yet. For H1. Because H1, when it closed, it was underneath here. So it still respect. But if it breaks this, I consider as setup fail. Right? But anyway, today we already profit here already. So I would recommend, okay, if you want to take this as an entry, since this is second entry, okay, second entry, or second time, go for smaller lot size. Smaller lot size. Okay, if first entry, first time, like this afternoon one was first time when it went down, first entry, okay, this one is what we call as fresh area. Fresh must enter. Must enter. Second entry, higher risk. Higher risk. Okay. If third entry and above, okay, is too risky, okay, I would say avoid. Right? Because it is testing multiple time already. The third time, possible to break. Like this, it possible to break. So just be careful lah. Okay, can? Can or not? What's the criteria to buy? As long as in the zone you buy lor. Do you put a stop loss? Yeah, I mentioned the stop loss. If you want to enter, stop loss put here. 3316.5. This is considered second entry. So you need to be careful. Higher risk, I mentioned already. So you just test it with a smaller lot size. Smaller lot size. Okay. Okay. So what's the criteria? Buy. Just now I buy. Okay, buy is this. Same thing. Right? Support. Yeah. Support. Breakthrough. Resistance 1. Resistance 2. R2. Form a new resistance on top here. New resistance. Alright. As long as in the zone, you can enter buy. That's the criteria. Do you use indicators as guide or totally trade naked? I trade naked. You see me use any indicator, man? Can you see my chart? My chart is all very clean one. I never use indicator. Right? I prefer naked. How many of you guys here also like naked? You guys like naked or not? Right? You think about it, if you use what do you call that? If you use indicators, a lot of indicators are what we call as lagging indicators. Right? So that's why the data that you see is all delayed lagging. Okay, can guys? All right, so currently it is still if you see the current structure, it is still respecting lah. Okay, I would say haven't break yet, so the sell is still valid. Right, the sell is still valid. H4 closes in 54 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Any questions you guys have? Pin engulfing. What do you mean by this? Pin engulfing. I don't understand your question. What is pin engulfing? Oh, for buy is it criteria for buy? I don't look at that. As long as in the zone I enter. Okay, guys. Any question? How many guys find this useful? Any questions that you guys have? Hey guys, if you guys profit from this, can you guys share in my Telegram? Cannot. Guys, cannot. I show you guys, I give you access to my public Telegram. Okay. If you guys profit, can you guys share or not? This public Telegram. Okay, I show you, I give you guys the link. You guys want the link of it? You guys want the link or not? Okay, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you guys the QR. Okay, so you will see that on the top right, okay, on the top right, there's going to be a QR code. You can just scan it to join my Telegram. This Telegram is free for you one. Okay, or if not, if you want to type in the link on your browser also can. All right, rebrand.ly/070725. Basically, it's today's date lah. Okay, 7th of July, 070725. Okay, I make it easy to remember lah, so that you guys can join easily. All right, so join in the Telegram. All right, because I will be able to share more of this in the Telegram with you guys as well. All right, just stick your phone, right? Scan the QR code on the top right here, okay, to join in. Okay, let me see. How about using imbalance, FVG? I don't know what's orders lah. Okay, all the ICT, I heard they say ICT. To me, it sounds very confusing. For me, simple. Support, breakthrough, resistance 1, resistance 2. I buy the support. That's it. What FVG lah, imbalance, order block wow, a bit too cheap for me. Okay, I don't know all the things one. Okay, let me see. What others? What questions you guys have? Can you use for daily? Yeah, can. You can. You mean using it in a daily time frame, right? Daily candle, right? Yeah, you can. But the zone will be very big. Okay, that's the problem. If you use it for daily time frame, the zone is very big. So you must know where to, if you are using it for like swing trading or whatever, right? You want to hold for long term, right? Then yeah, sure, use daily. If not, if you are day trader, I would say, right? Then use a slightly smaller time frame. H4, H1, M30 is good enough. Which platform I use? What do you mean which platform? You mean which broker I'm using or what? What is your question? Or which platform to trade? What's your question? I don't understand. All right, if you're asking me what is the platform to trade, I trade with MetaTrader. MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4 also can. Broker, you can use IC Market, you can use Okta, up to you. I think Singapore they ban Okta, so you want to use IC Market, you can do that. Can you use for day trade or when opportunity arises? Yeah, for sure. I mean, every day got opportunity one. It's whether you know how to see or not. Right? Every day I use this same way to trade. So every day also got opportunity. Cannot be don't have one. If you say don't have means you don't know how to see. That's why you say don't have. Okay. All right. Okay, come. Any questions you have, let me know in the chat. All right. So for those of you who enter, guys, currently, let me see how far it go down already. 30 pips already lah, okay? It went down 30 pips already. Right? If you enter just now, from when I say, it already go down about 40 pips already. Okay? Don't say I never tell you, guys. All right, I told you guys already. If you want to test it out, just use smaller time frame. I mean, smaller lot size, right? Correct or not? Okay, don't because of scared. Then if you scared, then you lose opportunity, all right? That one I cannot help you. All right, currently you go down 40 pips already. You see, you enter over here, you go down over here, it's 40 pips, All right, 3311, go down until 3307 already. All right, if you take your profit here, all right, depends on the size that you enter. Let's just say you enter 0.5 lah, 40 pips down, it's already $200 already, $200 All right, hey, live trade I say I give you live trade there. Tell you entry, but then you don't want to enter because you scared. Now, right, scared then use smaller lot size What's so scared? See, still going down Hey guys, those set bocho All right, R and S not determined by candle color. I look at the color also. All right, so why I consider this as the resistance, right? Because this is whole red line, but then this one here, okay, so basically you need to understand how the movement of the candlestick is. You see, candle is like that, right? Go down, go up, go down, go up, right? Go down. So that's why this is the support, right? So red and green, basically, it shows that the candle go down, go up. You cannot see, let me show you easy way. Just like I mentioned already, use line chart. Can you guys see here? All right, can you see line chart? This is a very nice support here. All right, this is support 1, and then support 2 is all the way here. Support 2. Can you guys see? All right. Can Hey, okay guys. Those of you profit can share in your Telegram or not? I give you guys live trade All right. Just now where is it? Here. Share in the Telegram All right. Just leave a comment, share a screenshot. All right. Share your Telegram Can Yeah, I think my team also put it out here. You can also scan the code. All right. The QR code is still available. Top right. Just scan to join in. All right. All right. You scan. I mean, you share your wins. Then I do more live trade with you guys. Correct or not? Give you entry, good entry. Tell you already, hey, you guys can enter. You still don't want to enter, then what can I do? Correct or not? I give you the fish already, right? Cook for you already. Now you just need to swallow only. You don't want to swallow, then how? Cannot force you to eat, right? Correct. I give you the fish already, now. Open your mouth, but then now it's your choice to swallow it. You cannot swallow it or you don't want to eat it, then what can I do? Right? That's the saying, right? You lead the horse to the water, but you cannot force the horse to drink the water. All right, so I give you the live trade. All right, I tell you to enter. I say that you're scared, use smaller lot size. All right, so if you profit, guys, go and share in the Telegram. Then I will give you guys more, right, opportunities. But if I do live trade, nobody want to enter, right? Nobody want to share their profit, right? Then what for? Only lah. Just give to my own group better, correct or not? Okay, so give you guys opportunity. You see, it's still going down. All right. Now go down 450 pips already. Okay. Okay, guys. Any questions before we end? Any question before we end? Okay, guys, any question before we end? Thank you so much. Okay, any question? No question? All good? Yeah, hey guys, no question. Waiting for you guys. Any difference between MetaTrader 4 and 5? I feel MetaTrader 5 is a little bit more advanced slightly because you are able to do like multiple charts in one screen on your phone. You can also do bot operations. That means you want to close all trades which are profitable. Then you just click one time, right? Everything will close. MetaTrader 4 you cannot do that. So MetaTrader 4 a little bit old school in a sense. Yeah. MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, I believe you can do more EAs if you are into, expert advisors like those robo trading or whatever, right? Okay, then you can use that. Okay. Can I use daily time frame for SRI and RSS? You can, but you shouldn't, because the zone is very big, right? If the zone is like 400 pips, right? The zone is 400 pips, or 500 pips, or 1,000 pips. How you gonna enter, right? So that means your account must be very big, right? Or your lot size is super small, right? What for? Right? That is more for swing. You want to swing trade, right? You want to hold for a few weeks to a few months. Okay, then possibly lah. But personally, I don't do that lah. Okay, can. Okay, come. Any other question, guys? Okay, maybe last 2 minutes for question. If not, then we'll wrap up. Guys, any question? Okay. Also, if you are watching this on YouTube, right, or Facebook, just remember to like and subscribe, and also follow us so that we can share more content like this with you guys, right? Especially for those of you who found this to be useful. All right. We hope to do more frequently as well, right? Because we want to give you guys more value, right? You guys learning a lot, right? So far. Can talk slightly about what do you do in the sun time frame? What sun time frame? You mean the baby, is it? How you know it's a girl or boy? Why you say sun time frame? Maybe it's a girl. Okay. Right. So if you're talking about the baby time frame, that is what I will use for precise entry. Right. So you can either use okay, you see, even though you go to M5, right? Okay, you see, even though in M5 you are still able to see like SRR or RSS one. Right, you see here? All right, let's just say here break, right? You can see this M5. Can you still see that this area here has a RSS M5, right? So this is exactly the area that it come before starting to go down, right? So you can use, right, even a smaller time frame, like M5 or M1 SRR or RSS, to have a more precise entry. So of course there are more things that I do with a smaller time frame, with the baby time frame, right? But this is one of them. You can use a smaller time frame, even M1, right? You are still able to see SRR or RSS, right? So you use that as your entry, as your more precise entry. Let me remove the drawings. All right. So for example, okay, over here, can you guys see? This one here is a R, okay, S, and an S over here. Then new S, possibly down here. New S. All right. So at this area here, you see? All right, come here, touch, and then go down. So this is a more precise entry, this M1. Right? It's still in the same zone, but it's just that within that zone, I find a more precise entry. Does it make sense? Right? R3R global. Okay or not? Okay. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channels for more content like this. Okay, guys, we also have a QR code here. Go and scan to join the Telegram as well. Okay, so with that said, guys, okay, I think it's time for me to wrap up as well because I haven't had my dinner. Hopefully you found this useful. Okay, and do share this with your friends as well if you found it to be useful, so that everyone can learn together, everyone can make money together. All right, guys, good. Appreciate this. We'll look into this as I'm already in your Telegram. Okay, those of you who profit, guys, please go and share in the Telegram so that I am more motivated to share more like this with you guys. All right. If not, I say give you live trade. I say hey, can enter now, but you also don't enter. So nobody enter, then I don't want to share next time already. Okay. So please, okay, go and those profit one, go and share. Okay, Ken? All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.